Namaste, guys. Christian Long, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Thursday evening here in Denver, Colorado at 6 o'clock p.m. And we're jumping on for our daily dose, our daily dose of growth for today. And we're doing our third challenge. So in the morning, we start off with the challenge, Maria, Namaste. And then in the evening, Suresh, Namaste. We follow up on that challenge. High five. Joanna, Namaste. Tina, Namaste. Karen, Namaste. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's been a beautiful, Denise, Namaste, Wesak Festival day. The energies of the Wesak Festival are going to be strong for the next 2 days. So 2 days before the peak, and then 2 days after the peak of the full moon of Taurus, the energies are very, very strong. So it's a great time to go deeper into your spiritual practice, do healing on yourself, reflecting on your life, doing all kinds of things, blessing your projects and goals. It's a great time for everyone of the year. So Suresh says, did it, was amazing. Ooh, hold on. Did it, was amazing. Noticed that I had some doubts about materializing the Kriya Shakti in the beginning, but removed it immediately and the rest went smooth. Felt very empowered and jacked up. That's my kind of word. Jacked up is like one of my favorite expressions of all time. Sarah, Namaste. You're finally on. Patty, Namaste. A local Denverite. So, this morning, our challenge was very simple. The challenge was to use all of these energies that we generated during the Wesak Festival, the most powerful time of the entire year, to meditate in a group. Meditating at the peak of the full moon of Taurus is equivalent to meditating every single day for 30 days, the amount of energy that's generated. It's pretty amazing. A 30-minute meditation is equivalent to 30 days of meditating. Samantha, Namaste. Did it. Sarah did it as well. It's one of her first I did it's. So the objective was to take a goal or a Kriya Shakti or a wish that you want to materialize and drop Namaste. See it in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. And be aware of the divine energy flowing out of your hands to this wish. Joanna did it, atta girl, for 15 minutes straight. You got stuck in my head, jacked up. Yeah. And that was it. So you bless a goal, a target, a wish for 15 minutes. Yay, Karen. Did it. My phone is being difficult again. It keeps freezing. Girl, you got to clean your electronics energetically. We talked about cleaning your electronics. Denise, yay, you did it. Awesome. I love it. So this is kind of the format we're using. So everyone did it or didn't do it, right? So you say it. I did it and didn't. Tina and Elena, yay! You say I did it or I didn't do it. So you take ownership, you take responsibility for doing or not doing. No judgment. No, you're a bad person, you're a failure, you're a screw up. None of that nonsense. It's acknowledgement that you did or did not do something. Andrew says, "What was it supposed to be 15 minutes straight?" Yes, it was supposed to be 15 minutes straight. Jessica, I will again. Mine too. Okay, so what awareness, understanding, and lesson did you learn by blessing something that was important to you through this process? So as we brought out the challenge, what came to your awareness? As you did the challenge, what came to your awareness? As you completed the challenge or didn't complete the challenge, what came to your awareness? So I'll give you guys a minute. This is kind of our dynamic, for the 10, 15-minute streams that we do. It felt like 5 minutes. Interesting. Felt like 5 minutes. So Denise brings up a very good point. So the assignment was to bless your project for 15 minutes or your goal for 15 minutes. And she says, it felt like it was 5 minutes. Do you know why that is? How many of you, this is a super important point for people who meditate regularly. How many of you, it's so windy right now, super windy in Denver. How many of you do a meditation and you're into it for like 5 minutes and you're like, is this ever going to end? Right? And then some of you will do a 30-minute meditation and like Denise is saying, goes by like in 5 minutes. Do you know why that is? It's connected to the cleanliness of your energy body. Do you guys hear that? The cleaner your aura, the cleaner your meridians or energy channels, the cleaner your chakras, Amanda, Namaste, the faster the experience is. Does that make sense? So that's a super key point to keep in mind, that if your meditations are struggling and chugging along and you're like, is this ever going to end? It means your energy body's congested, because the divine energy is pushing itself through you versus flowing or passing through you. Does that make sense? So that means you have to do more physical exercise, you have to do more kinds of purification practices. And I got this weird scratch on my arm that I can't figure out where the heck it came from. It felt like a deep meditation. Perfect. Okay, Jessica says, okay, so my 15 minutes was harder than I expected. We finally found a challenge that's hard for Jessica. The first 2 challenges, she's like, cakewalk, give me something easy. This was no thing but a chicken wing. Now she's saying, with the 15-minute blessing, it was difficult. So what came up for you during the practice? I felt open and connected. Elena felt calm. Okay, fair. Good. Jessica says, that was this time. I think my difficulty around it seems to take so long because it was me focusing on something for me. Aha! Good awareness. Joanna says, I bless one of my goals for 15 minutes. And that's... So Jessica brought up Paula, and I'm going to say a great point. The assignment was to bless something that's important to you for 15 minutes. A goal, a target, a project, a wish, a Kriya Shakti. That's what we call in pranic healing. Something we systematically want to materialize. And so she says it was difficult for me to do that. So that's connected to solar plexus chakra. Right below the breastbone, the soft part of your breastbone, that's called the solar plexus chakra, which deals with lower negative emotions, lower positive emotions. It also deals with self-interest. It also deals with good self-esteem, good self-worth, good self-respect. So people who are open and receptive to receiving good things, healthy solar plexus. Yes? People that are very, very selfish, they have a big solar plexus in relationship to their heart. Lauren, I'm a mistake. So you got to take care of yourself. You going to work and making money is self-interest. You driving a nice car, that's safe, self-interest. You living in a safe neighborhood, self-interest. You wanting the best schooling for your children, self-interest. It's okay. So she had problem blessing something that is important to her. Make sense? So you have to be like, hey, I'm ready, willing, and able to bless other people, to serve other people, to heal other people, to help other people. But you know what? I'm also open and receptive to receiving good things in my life. Leanne, namaste, my Australian sister. Okay, let me go back here a little bit. Hold on, everyone. So Denise said, my prosperity grew 3 to 4 times. Whoa, very good. So kept connecting it to what Denise is saying. You have a wish. You guys listening? This is super important. We're covering a lot of things very quickly as we do on these streams. You have a wish. You have a goal. You have a target. You have something that you want to materialize, meaning taking something that's subtle and very refined and stepping it down to make it dense. Does that require energy? Do you need energy to materialize something? Yes. So the more energy you stuff into something, the better it materializes. The reason we don't have enough prosperity in our lives is because there's not enough energy. The reason we don't have beautiful, loving relationships in our lives because there's not enough energy. The reason we can't leave our physical bodies and go off to other galaxies and dimensions is because we don't have enough energy. Does that make sense? So Denise is saying my prosperity grew 3 to 4 times by blessing her wish. Good, because you're directing energy. Perfect. So Karen says, oops. My mind was wandering, went from one goal to another, but I kept bringing myself back to just focusing on one. Good experience. Excellent. Karen makes a very good point. What did we just talk about? You need energy to materialize something, yes? So if your energy is like this and diverted, direction 1, direction 2, direction 3, direction 4, you're diverted, you're diffused, right? So your ability to materialize that one thing or any one thing is greatly limited. So think of a train. If a train's water, this is back in the Dizzy in the 1800s, if the steam engine compresses the water, heats up the water and produces steam, it's able to move an entire train. But if that steam is getting released and dispersed and there's nothing containing it, it can't move the train at all. So that's what you're doing when you take one thing and you focus. Right? Make sense? Samantha says, I feel at peace. It was profound to dedicate time to something important to me. I actually felt energized after. Giving it energy. Perfect. Love it. Joanna says, my goal was not for me, but for a loved one. It was deep meditation. Okay, so that would be a function of the heart chakra, right? Giving to someone that is close to you. Blessing their project, their goal, their target, whatever it is that they want, right? So that's a function of the heart. Good. Very, very good. Josiah, what's up, son? Happy Westac to you as well. I thought it was you in the crowd. Aha, here I am. Jessica says, so yes, you got me on that one. Good call. Thank you. I too am worthy. I know this, but clearly I still don't accept it as well as I should, which is okay. It's part of the growing up process. We all have lessons to learn, experiences to have. We are not perfect. That's Grandmaster Chogo Koksui would say, you don't have to be perfect, at least not in this lifetime. So eventually, as a holy master, we're going to be perfected beings. But in the process of becoming a holy master and beyond, we're going to make lots and lots of mistakes. So it's okay. So we have to be kind to ourselves, patient with ourselves, loving with ourselves. Julia, namaste. And then that allows us to move forward. But if we beat ourselves up, consider ourselves unworthy, no good, broken people, it doesn't allow us to move forward. Does that make sense? So it's a really, really good point. Bam. Hey, check this out. So how many of you saw the bunny post? It's below this video on Facebook if you're watching this live. If you're on Facebook, below this video, the bunny post. So one of Master Choa's children liked the bunny post, which is connected to the Wesak. Now, if you don't know what the Wesak is, the bunny post won't make any sense to you. And if you don't know the terminology that we use in pranic healing, the bunny post won't make a lot of sense to you. Tina gets it. It feels so good to work on that. Yes, good. Denise says, feels so good. Yeah, Sarah, get it, girl. Samantha says I did. Okay, so it's fun. It's like, I love bunnies. I love things that are tiny. I love things that are cute. Suresh knows what's up. Love things that are jacked up. Jacked up, you can have jacked up, which is like a clown being excited or a little tiny kid being excited and just running around with reckless abandon. That's jacked up. And then worked up can either mean jacked up or it can mean somebody who's upset unnecessarily. So it depends on the terminology. It depends on not the terminology, it depends on the context, right? So if I'm frustrated or upset with somebody, I'm worked up, right? I'm in the process of losing my temper, but it's a way to develop awareness and it's a way to soften the energy instead of saying like, oh, you're getting angry, or what's your problem, or why do you always do this, right? I try to use terminology to change the way we feel about certain things because language dictates actions, and the better your language is, the better results you can produce in your life, right? So I like jacked up. Gets me excited. Gets me jacked up. It was so cute. That's right, Jessica. You know it was cute. Good. Anything else? Let's stay on point. Any other awareness, understanding, and or lessons you guys receive from doing today's challenge on blessing your project or goal for 15 minutes straight? Anything else? My hands smell like peanut butter because I've been eating peanut butter. That's right. Judge me. Right out of the jar, a little bit of peanut butter, a little bit of marshmallow fluff on one spoon, right into the gullet. Wonderful. Afterwards, I'm going to take a nice salt bath. Jessica says, I have to keep sweeping this phone just to hear this stream. Why is it so clustered? I don't know. Jessica, you got to clean your electronics, not to do any self-sabotage. Ooh, good. You guys ready for this? You ready? We'll finish off today's lesson. Yeah, Tina's like, yum. She knows what's up. So, self-sabotage, peanut butter, jelly time, peanut butter. Self-sabotage is connected to lack of self-love. Self-sabotage is connected to lack of self-love, meaning you want a better career, you want to make more money, You want to have a nicer car. You want to live in a nice place. You want to have a beautiful relationship. You want whatever desire it is. And as you move closer and closer and closer to that desire being fulfilled, the self-sabotage within you, which is connected to lack of self-love, kicks in, and you will say something or do something to prevent that thing from you moving closer to that thing and materializing that thing. So when we sabotage ourselves, it's because of lack of self-love. So what do? We remove the quality of lack of self-love. We supply energy of self-love within the person, and then they do things that move them in the direction of their dreams and move them in the direction of their heart's desire versus sabotaging themselves. Also, I'll leave you guys with this. I was energized because I weeded a flower bed after my 15-minute goal. That's so sweet. I love the words flower bed. Maybe I don't know how to try. Don't know. Okay. Understandable. I became aware that I need to invest more time in energizing myself and my goals. It was a quick self-esteem and self-confidence booster. Perfect. Best 15 minutes. Like we talked about before, we don't have to do this for 5 hours every day. 15 minutes. But Christian, you're talking for 5 hours. Everyone calm down. The other thing that I want to cover about self-sabotage, this is super, super important. Sarah has done that many times. Welcome to the club, Sarah. We're all learning and growing and becoming better people. We're going to keep making mistakes. The goal is learn from every mistake, and 2, don't spend so much time beating yourself up. Go, I made a mistake. Here's what I learned. Let's move forward. A little bit of remorse is good. A little bit of guilt is good. A little bit of shame is good because it does what? Brings about awareness to change. But if we have excessive remorse, excessive guilt, and excessive shame, it keeps us stuck and we don't move forward. I'm all right. Everyone calm down. So, the last thing I want to cover about self-sabotage, super important. When you go from where you are in life to a higher level of operating, more money, better car, better house, a big business, new relationship that's successful, right? You have to have more or less energy. More or less energy. You need more, right? So does that mean the chakras get bigger to bring in more energy, or do the chakras get smaller to take in less energy? The chakras get bigger to take in more energy, yes? But as a chakra expands, can you guys still hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. I know there's a 10-second delay. Yep, you can hear me? Perfect. Okay, good. Okay, so as you reach for that thing that you want, your chakras are going to have to become bigger. When they become bigger, the seeds within you become magnified. So the ancient seeds within your beingness that you've planted in previous incarnations, seeds of greed, seeds of anger, seeds of lust, seeds of deception, Alyssa, namaste. Those seeds are deep within you. They have to come out in order for you to move forward, right? So as the chakra gets bigger, those seeds come to the surface, and some of those seeds are connected to self-sabotage, right? So as somebody's moving towards their goal or the thing that they want to materialize, they have to remove those seeds, and then they can keep moving forward in the direction of their dreams, the direction of their desire. Make sense? So that's what happens when somebody gets into a higher office. Let's say a political office. They go from mayor of their town to the governor of their state. That means their chakras have to become bigger to handle the greater responsibility of their position. And then you see what? Sexual, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sexual problems, scandals. So you see sexual scandals. you see money scandals, you see some kind of lies or deception or whatever. Why does that happen? Because the person's chakra becomes bigger to handle the new workload, and that means more energy, but then it's stirring up all the old things within them, the ancient energies within them. And can't hear me. Hold on. So you have a fall, a spiritual fall of pride. So what happened with Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods, one of the most famous, successful golfers of all time, was married. I'm breaking up now. Was married, yes. Then he was caught. He was caught, and then he had a fall. He lost a lot of endorsements, right? Hello? You guys listening? You with me? You can hear me? Your phone got glitchy because I'm moving. So he had a fall, and that fall cost him hundreds of millions of dollars personally with his net worth, and then hundreds of millions of dollars of sponsorships. And then it tarnished his reputation, but he overcame, right? He learned a lesson and he became better. You have Lance Armstrong, same thing. Raised hundreds of millions of dollars for cancer research, but he cheated in all 7 of the Tour de France's, right? Why? Because of power. So those ancient seeds became activated as he became more powerful. But what's the point of all the stuff that we're covering? Is we don't know what the karma is of another person. So we should not stand in judgment of them. Right? We don't know what lessons they have to learn. We don't know what experiences that their soul wants to experience in this lifetime. So we focus on our rather than standing and judging other people. Not good. Right? Not necessary. It's not necessary. So we do the best that we can in becoming a better person every single day, rather than pointing the finger and going, that person's a bad person, that person's a loser, that person's a cheater, that person's a deceiver, that person's a perpetrator, that person's a this, that. It doesn't solve anything. It's not necessary. Because the question is, if you had $100 million, how would you handle it? The question is, if you had power and influence to that degree, how would you handle it? Right? So before we stand in judgment and go, well, if I was in that person's position, I would never do such a thing. Oh yeah? You're not in that person's position. So why would you say you would do this, this, and this? So compare your growth to your own growth. Who was I yesterday? Who am I today? Who am I working on becoming tomorrow? That's it's super. So I hope that helps. I know we got off on a serious note, but you guys are open, receptive, and very, very advanced students. I want to make sure that you guys get high level teachings and practices to improve the quality of your life. For those one-on-one, hire me for healing. I'm doing a special right now, which you guys can see on Facebook. It's basically 50% of my normal rate for 2 programs. One is respiratory and immune healing, 4 sessions for $450. Or, what's the other one? Reducing stress, anxiety, and uncertainty for the same price, 4 healing sessions. So you're saving 50%, and I'm running the offer until the 21st of May. So you have some time to make up your mind, but I usually don't have discounts like this. Of it. Let's transform you. Let's bring you to a different level of growth and development. It is the win. You're right. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jessica. Love you guys. Sorry for the squirreliness. I didn't know it was going to be so worked up. I closed the windows, but here we are. So I will catch you tomorrow for another daily challenge, or daily dose of growth with our challenge number 4. And I look forward to serving you there. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful night. And life. Atma Namaste. Bye bye.